Oh, you be with them steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough. Oh, you be with them steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough. So you be with them steppers.
Welcome to the CertifiedSteppazPodcast. I'm your host, Smooth, and this is my host, KP.
What's happening, boy?
Chilling, man.
What's going on? What's
bro,
going on?
Why, out of all the names you could have picked, why you picked KP, bro? I've never called you that.
Man, everybody call me KP. Stop that.
Oh, okay.
Now, you know, like, my people call me KP.
Change your people.
Man, listen. Everybody, I'm Caleb, y'all. Nice to meet you. You haven't?
That's what his mama named. That's what I'm gonna call
That's what you gonna call me, huh? Go ahead. It's cool, you know.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. How you holding up?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah, hey, now seriously. I gotta ask you a question.
What is it?
And you ain't gotta lie. Don't lie to me. We ain't lied. Don't start now. I want you to tell the truth. That's why I'm probing you like this. True. I tried to call your phone. Yeah. No answer. Shot you a text message. You ignored the hell out of me.
You acting like my gal.
No. This business I'm trying to get connected with. And I'm like, son, you just get some ass. I'm like, you getting some butt. Just say that, because you hit me with the boom. I'm gonna be there at this time. And I'm like, okay, we finna shoot film. Mm-hmm. 3 hours, I say my dog getting some cheeks. So I was like, all right, I respect it.
Man, I told you
just let me know. You know what I'm saying?
When you become my gal, I explain it to you.
And you ain't got to never explain that to the player. Hey, but nah, hey, on some serious tip, what I wanted to run with you this week was a topic around social media. So, and I'll lay it out for you. So, my homegirl, she got her dude, right, and she was running a situation to me. Excuse me, that they was having, based on their relationship and how one or both of them are moving on social media, right? And she felt one way about it, and he had a different opinion or whatever. And we're not going to discuss whatever that was, because that's their business. You know what I'm saying? However, it got me to thinking like yo. Like, do you is social media ruining relationships? You know what I'm saying? Like, does it ruin relationships? And I want to get your take on that. Like, what you think about that? Do you think social media ruins relationships?
I don't think it ruins relationships, but I do think it can cause problems. Like, okay. for instance, social media. Like, all under one roof, you got exes, people from your past, old flings that can come into contact with you. How many times somebody, like one of your exes, sent you a DM on social media?
On mine? Yeah. I plead the fifth. So what we doing here, son? But I get what you're saying. Yeah, for sure. They do it.
Yeah, and see, that right there could bring back emotions, feelings that wasn't there.
Yeah.
And shoot, that could be detrimental to your relationship, man.
For sure. I mean, like, for me, when I think about the question, I'm like you coined it as causing problems, and for me it's like it's a yes and a no for me, because I think it boils down to the individuals, right? Like if you got somebody who's secure, a group of people actually, if you got the couple who's secure in their relationship, understanding who each other are, and they understand that no outside influences can break up what they have, and it's solid, right? Then I think that they go into that situation having an understanding around social media, so there's less conflict unless there's blatant disrespect, right? Yeah. But I think whenever you get the petty conflicts about like the likes and what was reading extra into different comments that you may post or whatever, is when people have insecurities that they're not dealing with, right? Yeah. So for me, it's like, can it be a cause of a relationship ending? Yeah, but I also think that that's there because of a deeper rooted insecurity.
Yeah, right? I think for it to end, it had to be something that happened, like it being causing problems. Like,
yeah. I mean, but there's case in point, like how you got those people that got the social media profiles together, like John Doe and Jane Doe.
Oh yeah.
Like there's like a couple, right? Yeah. Like when you look at that, give me your honest. Like when you look at that, what initial thought comes to your head?
I don't know, like, it's just for people to see. Like, I guess for I don't know. I really ain't never seen that shit.
Right.
Like,
It's just crazy. For me, it's like when I see it, I'm like, I instantly think there's a control issue in that relationship. Yeah. There's a control and a trust issue in that relationship. Meaning it's like y'all can't even be individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like either that or it's been a bunch of cheating and it was like the only way you get another fucking Facebook is if we had this bitch together. Yeah. Right? That's the only reason I can see that, because it's like what's the other reason for having that joint situation in my mind? Like I mean listen, like I said, whatever people do, they do. It's just every time I see that,
I don't even see the point of having it. Like,
right? It's weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't understand that. But what if a significant other asked you for your password to all your social media? Would you give it to them?
If they,
let's say if you like it was your girlfriend.
Yeah, we're in a relationship. Yeah, we hypothetical now because both of us single, but we hypothetically putting ourselves in relationships, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna think from that perspective. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but I would have to understand the why behind it. Like, so I'm assuming it's like this is just out of the blue, right? She was like, I want to see all your social media, or did she go into the relationship saying, hey, we should have access to each other's social media?
No, just out of the blue.
Nah, see, I need to understand the why, right? So for me, it's like, I don't mind you, okay, cool. I don't mind you looking through that, but what are you looking to find? What's going on? Why can't you talk to me about what's going on opposed to needing to see the social media if there's an issue? Yeah. If you just want to see it because you want to see it, I mean, do your thing. Because, when I'm in a situation like that, I ain't really on no trying to slide on nobody. However, like, sometimes, like, I got friends, you know me, I got legit female friends that are just platonic female friends. Like, I can see early on how a female could look at my social media and be like, what the fuck is this, blah, blah, blah. But eventually you're gonna get around to knowing my female friends, and you're gonna understand as you get to know me that it's not a problem, right? Yeah. So, if you want to see it and it's really just you just curious, I don't know why you would be curious, because I'm not a look at Snoop type of person. But if you're genuinely curious, have at it, love. But if you think I'm on some bullshit, let's have the conversation. You can still look, but let's have the conversation of the why behind that for me.
For me, like before this podcast, let's say I had a girlfriend and she was like, "Hey, Jeremy, what's your password to Instagram?" I'd be like, "Huh, take that." Because social media don't really mean nothing to me. Well, now it does since we promoting this podcast. But before that, I just get on there to pass time, holler at people, slide into some DMs sometimes if I get bored, Yeah. But I'd be like, yeah, you can have that, because the relationship mean more to me than what social media does. But on the other hand, I would be like, why, like what you said, why you want to see it?
Yeah. And get you curious, right? You just like, what's going on?
But I know one thing, like females sometimes, like let's say a female would do that, say, hey, let me get social media. To counter that, I'd be like, hey, here you go. And sometimes they'd be like, oh, okay, never mind, I don't want to see it. They just want to see what kind of reaction you get when she asks you that.
So you think part of that is playing a mind game with you, like trying to see, let me see if he say, nah, you can't see it, or if he blow up, think he hiding something. Yeah. So, but let's say you on some sneak shit and then you do that.
I don't know what to do after that.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, my rule of thumb, bro, like if you doing some shit like that, man, the answer should be no. You know what I'm saying? If that's the way you live it. You know what I'm saying? For me, if you really want to see it, I ain't got no problem if I'm in a relationship, because I ain't really moving like that. And that's that's real shit for me. But because I know when I'm single, I'm hopping like a rabbit.
Jumping all kind of DMs.
Yeah, and baby, serious question. Is that where you get? Is that where you get most of your females?
Hell no.
I was just curious. Because I'm saying I'm hopping, but it's like I don't really shoot my shot in DMs. I just be flirting.
I
just be flirting,
I don't really shoot, but I flirt a lot. Yeah, especially if I get on an alcohol. Yeah. I got a problem getting on social media, sliding DMs.
Ooh, yeah, you get yourself in trouble. But listen, like just in terms of the back to the social media topic, like you was asking me about having access to to passwords and all that. Let's say we get past that, right? The answer is no, right?
Yeah.
And because or even if they don't ask, the answer is either no or they don't ask. You already know when you're in relationships, you know, the opposite person is gonna be snooping, right? Like my girl gonna be snooping on my shit, and if I feel like some shit is suspicious, I likely peek on some shit too. You know what I'm saying? Just being full 100 with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but when I think that when they doing that to like find shit, I think it can cause problems, and that's where I'm going with my next question. Is like I wanted to ask you like do you think when you're in a relationship, you know, when you liking and commenting on pictures of the opposite sex, like, do you think that's inappropriate? You know, while you have a girlfriend / boyfriend.
I say yes. Like if they liking a picture of, like if it's a selfie of that person. Let's say you post a inspirational quote. Like okay, all right, you like that? That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
But if you like a picture of that person and they ain't your family or something like that, and I like hell yeah, I think that's inappropriate.
Yeah. So and what if it's not? What if it's just your chick? What if she just like it's just a dude? He's just casually chilling. It ain't nothing about it. She just boom like it.
Oh hell no. She only should be liking pictures of me. If they ain't a family.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, for me, it's like, when I look at the situation, it's like, even when I'm in a relationship, I don't even be checking for it or thinking about looking for that type of shit, right? For me,
but see that guys don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't really looking for nothing like that. Like, man, when I'm browsing through social media, even when I'm in a relationship, like, you know, I'm really not even on my chick page like that. Like, we cross paths through like our different posts and stuff and commenting on what we put up there and stuff. But like, I ain't checking no posts. I ain't going on other people's posts. I ain't noticing if our friends are crossing and she liking. I ain't doing all that, man. So for me, I don't understand how it's inappropriate. However, I've been on the receiving end of it where like it has been an issue, right? Like to where it was like, where either it's like, why you liking something, or why these bitches hearting your shit or loving your pictures or something, or commenting under your shit, right? And it even got to the point of like being petty, like going under the comments and like right under the chick who just said something, just letting it be known that she belonged to me. And I'm like, to me, it's like, that's unnecessary aggression, right? Like, first of all, you can ask me. Second of all, you should already know it's nothing, right?
That's like when Instagram used to have that page on there where you could see who liked what. Man, I was dating this chick, and she went back. She was like, "Why you always liking this girl picture? The whole time it's my cousin." I'm like, look, I like all her pictures just because I never see her. So it's like, hey, what's up? That's why I like all her pictures, and it's my family. Right. I'm like, man, what you snooping for like that? Like, what's your problem?
Hey, do you think that's a turn off though?
Hell yeah.
Like you'll completely like be like, nah, you a bugaboo. I'm straight on that. If a chick was like on some aggression like that.
Oh yeah, she might get cut off.
What would be? That's a good question to just run into real quick. What would, in terms of social media etiquette for you? You know what I'm saying? Whether you ain't even got to be in a relationship, even if you pursuing a female. What's like some red flags and some turn-offs to where you don't really want to fuck with a chick if you see her social media moving a certain way? Do you have any?
If she always posting pictures of her ass, half nude pictures, I can't think of nothing else.
Yeah, it's just so
she always dogging men, something like that.
Yeah, like the men ain't shit type of women. Yeah, like no, all men ain't shit type of women. That's what you saying. Okay, so that would like completely turn you off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've toggled with that question because it's like it sounds crazy because I don't really be caring. Like right, like because I'm the type of person that's like I'm post what I want to post and I'm gonna do what I want to do. It's like I be like, I ain't tripping. Like as long as like, cause it's a picture. Like, as long as I feel the respect is there from the front, like, meaning she posting that picture, but she ain't entertaining comments, or the comments are off, and DMs she ain't entertaining. Like, man, I ain't tripping on none of that.
But. So let me think. What you think about this? If a chick always taking pictures, posting pictures of her ass, you don't think she want attention? Want that attention?
For sure. No, I do. I just do think it's attention. My point is, I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying. I ain't pursuing her though. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, I ain't checking for you because you got buku niggas entertained. Yeah. I'm straight, and it's like I'm always, you know me. I always go left when the crowd going right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take to that a lot. You know me. You know my previous relationships and who I dated. Like, a lot of that shit's been hella conservative from a outer perspective. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We do in private. But like, what you see is, like, you ain't seeing no woman that's all on social media with her ass out and you know, and doing all that. Like, you know, I don't mind it. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it because shit, I like to see it too. Like, who am I kidding, right? But it's just that ain't what who take to me and what I take to. But would I have a problem with it if I was in that relationship? Not necessarily. Like, if my chick did it, it's just I would pay attention to more of the details of, like, you know how she responded to certain people's comments. And like, now I will say this. If she's doing it, I'm not gonna have a problem with it. I'll be more on alert though, meaning that like what I'm just saying, I'm looking for like the comments or like wondering if like she's like entertaining DMs and if her Instagram is always popping up with DMs and stuff like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be on more of alert because that could potentially become a problem if the attention gets to, you know, her, you know, if, you know, in a certain way, right? But initially, my reaction, I'm cool. I ain't jumping out the window just because that's her lifestyle.
Now, do you think it's cheating if your significant other entertains the opposite sex, like, in her DMs?
That was a perfect segue. That was a perfect segue. I'm really, the reason why I paused, because I'm really thinking back to like just situations, and I'm like, initially I'm like, yeah, that could be a problem. I ain't gonna call it cheating. It could be a problem though, for sure. I ain't gonna sit here and act like it can't, right? But I just need to understand the dynamic of the relationship, right? Because like you just said earlier in the conversation, like how big social media is, how everybody got it. You talked about a female who was liking you, and she was already pressing you about a cousin she didn't even know you had, right? You know what I'm saying? And I never want to be that person that jump out the window, right? So before I be like, you know, why you always doing this and blah 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 and accusing, you know, I'm just like, yo, who homie is, or like, have I met him before? You know, I'm gonna ask questions, right, and just get to the truth of it. And from there, if it's nothing, if I know it's nothing, if it's a family member or if it's a friend she grew up with or some shit like that, and we done talked about it and I get an understanding it, I ain't tripping on them DMs. But if it's some shit where you just sliding and it's like some continuous shit, like a nigga blatantly disrespecting me.
Oh, well, what if a nigga, let's say a nigga comment on your girl's story that be like, beautiful, and she replied, oh, thank you, that's it. What do you feel about that? Would you want her to just say thank you, or?
Honestly, I ain't tripping on thank you. That's my response. Like, if I get a you so handsome, I'm sending back thank you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. So that I ain't tripping on, right? Now, if it's like, but if homie continuously sliding, and my chick ain't letting him, like, I ain't mentioned nowhere none of this, because, you know, he ain't gonna just be sitting beautiful every time, like, because you gonna sit and thank you every time. He gonna get more and more comfortable, right? And that conversation gonna come. Now, if my name ain't popping up in that conversation, it's a motherfucking problem. Like, now that's a problem. So, at that point, that's why I say the DMs can become a problem. It's just, it's about being responsible with the motherfuckers, though, if we keeping it real.
I agree that it can eventually cause a problem. I'm gonna tell you a story, fellas. I'm gonna give y'all a tidbit. If you want to know if a girl feeling you, look at your story, and if she look at your story every time, you got like a 75 or 80% chance that if you shoot your shot, you get her.
Bro, I just want to pause you real quick. I don't want you to lose your talk. I didn't know that until a chick told me she was feeling me on some shit, and I was like, I had no clue, and she was like, nigga, you can't tell how I be looking at your stories, and I'm always, when you post for yourself, that I'm sending like, you know what I'm saying, she don't make it obvious with hard eyes, but she'll just be like on some I see you shit or clap or, you know, and stuff like that, and I'm like, my response back to her was, love, come at me straight, you know what I'm saying, but you know, I'm gonna let you get back to your thought, but it's like, that shit fire because like a chick dead ass said it, so the nigga ain't lying.
I'm gonna tell you the story that put my theory into perspective. Got this married chick. She would always like my she always watch my story, but she only liked my pictures. She ain't never liked pictures of me. She liked like the inspirational quotes. Right. Like, man. So I said, I'm gonna test this because she always watch my story. So and she would send me DMs, but it would never know like no, oh no, I wanna holler at you, no shit like that.
Yeah.
So one day, I think she commented on my story about something. And I was like, yeah, blase, and we ended up going back and forth in the DM. And then it got to, I don't know what I can't remember what I said, but she was like, I think it was something. I was like, man, I'm going to sleep. And she's like, well, what you wear when you sleeping? And I was like, man, you know, some basketball shorts. She said, well, I sleep naked. And see, I never wanted to pursue her. I just wanted to see if my theory was right.
Yeah.
About her watching my story.
Oh, and she proved you right.
Yeah. And I just laughed at it. You know, I cut it off after that. I ain't shoot my shot at her.
Oh, you ain't really want nothing out of her.
No.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you. That's funny. But I mean, listen, all in all, just to kind of close out, bro, like from the social media topic, if you're in a relationship, bro, my advice, just be secure with yourself and make sure that the person that you're dealing with, she's also secure with herself and that y'all have an understanding about how y'all moving on social media. Because it really ain't got to be, as difficult as people make it. You know what I'm saying? If you understand who you're dealing with. So, but other than that, if you single, man, do you.
Shoot your shot as many times as you want to shoot. Shoot as much as Slim Thug be shooting his.
Man, listen, especially at me. Hey, but listen, man, I'm your host, KP. This is my dog, my round, my woody, Smooth. This is another episode of Certified Steppers Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're going to see y'all next week.
You be with them steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough. Oh, you